Hey beautiful big heads, it's your boy Zach, and welcome back to some more Alchemy Stars. In today's video, we're going over all the buffs for all 6 of these characters. But yeah, starting out with Reinhardt. So they got breakthrough changes and a equipment skill buff. So good stuff here. Starting out with the breakthrough changes. BT3 now also gives you 2 finale marks at the beginning of combat, which is nice. It gives you an attack buff right away on top of giving you access to the active skill. BT4 now also gives an attack buff of 5% instead of just giving a health buff. And BT6 gives her some Dark Tile synergy. It goes from just reducing the cooldown by 1 to also giving the ability of whenever you pass through a Dark Tile, increases chain combo damage factor by 2%. But don't worry, there is other Dark Tile synergy that she's getting in her equipment skill. So the main change here, because there's going to be a lot of text, but the main change here is whenever passing through a Dark Tile, you'll gain 1 temporary finale that can exceed the final limit, which I believe is 20. I'm not looking at the old stuff. I can only see the new stuff. So yeah, I believe the baseline of what the limit used to is 20. So walking on Dark Tiles will go past that, no problems. But then they will disappear once you enter Aurora time or the round ends. So when a Dark Tile team, the amount of support Reinhardt is giving is fucking crazy. Because as of right now, Thunder Dark Tiles has the most Dark Tile conversion, which is fucking crazy how this is going to work out. Up next, we have Barton Deathblade, who has an active skill buff and a equipment skill buff. So the active skill buff actually isn't that crazy. It's simply allowing him to have the benefits of his Ascension 2 in his base form. Just for people who get him right away, it just, feels better. So that buff isn't nothing too crazy. Next up, his equipment skill buff, which is a lot better and would seem as though it will allow him to stay in the state a lot more easily while also doing more damage. While in the Lone Wolf state, the first normal attack on each enemy every round will be followed up by an additional normal attack dealing whatever level, your equipment skill is at to one surrounding cluster. So yeah, that right there, more damage sounds really good. Should allow him to be up there with some of the best forest characters because getting 2 normals with no diminishing returns on the damage is kind of fucking disgusting. So yeah. Next up, we have Zarya, who is changing quite a bit, but it's honestly for the best because, okay, she's getting the active skill and breakthrough buff, and it's going to sound real weird how I'm about to explain this, but just stick with me, okay? So the active skill was convert to the nearest yellow or green tiles, whichever one you choose, and then increases the cooldown of the other one by 1. Now it has the effects of the BT3 in its base form. So it will convert any 2 tiles of either yellow or green, and then once the other active skill is ready, it will then convert 3 tiles of that type while also increasing the cooldown. So BT3 is now the baseline, which is already really good. But now the new BT3 is the old BT6. So now the baseline will be 3, and then it should work as in, it's 3, you convert 1, and then on the other turn, the other active skill's turn, it should become 4. That's how it should work. Will it work like that? I hope so, because that's how it should work. Now, at her BT6, that's where she gets her Dark Tile synergy. So if the 2 active skills are not ready when the round starts, then it will automatically convert one of the nearest non-blue tiles to a blue Dark Tile. So yeah, now that's how she gets her Dark Tile synergy. Up next is Anthony. So the only change they're making to his active skill is pretty much increasing the range from 2 surrounding clusters to 3 surrounding clusters, but his breakthroughs are changing, which is pretty nice for the BT3. The BT6 is honestly whatever, but the BT3 is actually really nice because not only does he now get preemptive strike, but he also will convert 2 random non-green tiles in the area of his active skill to green tiles. So if you make a little 4x4, if you make a 2x2 like Schwann's, then you get a square of all green tiles. So it actually gives them a lot more flexibility. You're still choosing between healing and converting, but now it's a lot better, with what you're choosing. And then the Breakthrough 6 is now increasing the range from 3 surrounding clusters to 4 surrounding clusters, which is fucking massive. The only other person with 4 surrounding clusters is Reinhardt, so yeah, it's pretty big. Now next up is Smokey, who is only getting a breakthrough adjustment, which is instead of just having the preemptive strike, she now also gets a global teleport at BT3. So yeah, not bad. And then Bethel with the smallest change here is a breakthrough adjustment with BT3 going from doing 60% damage to 120% damage. So yeah, not bad at all. I mean, honestly, they could have made Bethel's a little bit dumber by just increasing the damage factor of how Franco does damage, but it's fine. It's just a low damage buff for her active skill. So yeah, there are all the buffs, as quick and as simple as possible. These are all going live on June 12th. So yeah, if any of these stick out to you and you're really excited for them, let me know. But other than that, there are equipment refinements for both Reinhardt and Barton, but honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I ain't got time to cover that right now because I gotta go to work soon. So yeah, sorry about that. We can go over that later. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Love you guys, and bye-bye.